This just in. It's that time once again for the wrestling show to take a very cynical look back at representing the WWE and live from the Moda Center in Portland, Oregon. It's Monday Night Raw. Air date January the 8th, 2024. This episode is the road to the Royal Rumble. So, let's get on with the show in
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Lip really loves wrestling. He likes to talk about it too. If you like to watch wrestling like he do, come and join us on the wrestling show. On the wrestling show. On the wrestling show. Baby.
Welbo. Welcome to the wrestling show. I'm your most fickle host, Lip Hazlewood, and we're about to take a very cynical look back at the latest episode of Monday Night Raw. But before we get on with the show, just a quick shout out to the non-competitors of the show. That's right, first and foremost, he is the general manager. He goes by Adam Pierce. Next, getting all the backstage scoops and all the pre-match interviews, we got ourselves a Samantha, it's a Jackie Redmond. Then, heading into the ring with the officials, the referees, and they are Chad Patton, Danilo Amphibio, Daphne LaShonde, Eddie Oregno, and Rod Azapta. And of course, letting everybody know who is about to fight and the results of such matches. It is, Samantha Irving. That's it. Okay, so, and of course, least we forget, it's a commentary crew. The play-by-play guys, the hosts, and I even call them the narrators of the whole damn show. They are the team. They're a team of, now I think he's one of the best. He's my personal favorite. He's a man with the raspy yet the very soothing voice, and my personal man crush, Wade Barrett. And backing up Wade Barrett is the longtime veteran of over 25 years. It's Michael Cole. Now, without any further ado-dos, let's get on with the big show. And we start off with, my goodness, some Drew McIntyre. Comes down to the ring there. He's in the ring there. And he wants to talk about what happened last week with his big loss to Seth frickin' Rollins last week. That's right. Now he's talked about who's holding Drew McIntyre back. And apparently Drew McIntyre is holding himself back. So maybe it's time to take a step away from the WWE. Yet again, another step back from the WWE. And then he starts talking about, well, you know what? You know who's to blame for it? Not me. Damian Priest. Why is he trying to cash in my match when it's still going? He could have at least waited. Stuff like that. You know? So he attacks him. And then he talks about CM Punk for a brief hot minute. And then next, you know what? That's right. You wouldn't believe it, but it's true.
I made a pie, it's blueberry, 'cause that's my only specialty. I use some nutmeg, I use chia seeds, I use some ingredients you can't see, oh, 'cause that's my only specialty. Not apple crumble or strawberry. I have only one special.
That's right. And you gotta love that theme music of CM Punk's. Oh, it's so damn catchy. So damn catchy. Anyways, so CM Punk steps in the ring there with the evasion. People want to love CM Punk. That's the thing. A lot of people are cheering CM Punk in the beginning. And CM Punk talks about this being where they're at right now, Portland, Oregon. Piperland. This is Piper country over here he's talking about. Mm-hmm. And of course, he talks about maybe Drew McIntyre should have worn a kilt. Maybe he might have gotten a bigger ovation over here. But he talks about how himself, CM Punk, and Roddy Piper had something in common. They both like to talk, and that's true. I mean, CM Punk is legitimately all talk, you know? So anyways, yeah. And apparently, CM Punk saying, ever since you've been back, that's all you've been, all talk as well. So that's pretty much as a slap in the old face, Ernie. Anyways, Drew McIntyre hits back, talks about how CM Punk, and it's true, CM Punk, he's a self-proclaimed locker room leader. Whether you like it or not, he announces himself, I'm the locker room leader here. And everything he says is true, you know. And he never really is, never really was. But right now, since things have turned, Drew McIntyre is now his unofficial locker room leader, I guess. And he calls CM Punk a self-serving a succubus. And it's true. I'd say that's true, every term of the word. And CM Punk, he is absolutely delusional. He's a one delusional, hell of a delusional man, you know. And he denies calling himself the locker room leader. Mm-hmm. He can deny it all he wants, but we all know that's not true. Anyways, and a locker room leader and a savior. So anyways, yeah, it's true what they say, you know. CM Punk, people want to like him, but as soon as CM Punk starts talking, people realize, yeah, that's CM Punk, and he's a succubus, and he deserves to go, you know. So by the end of the whole situation here, CM Punk had lost 90% of his fans, thinking, yeah, you know what, Drew may be right in this whole situation. CM Punk has guts to go. Anyways, it comes down to the Royal Rumble, and how it's going to be CM Punk's time to shine at the Royal Rumble. And it doesn't matter, does it matter? Because there's so much competition going on in the Royal Rumble this year. A lot of happenings, a lot of people need to get to the next level that's going into the Royal Rumble. One being CM Punk, two being Cody Rhodes, and the best friends going to be fighting it out. Who's going to take a step ahead? Who's going to be the, stepping stone? And whose head is going to be treaded on? And, of course, Drew McIntyre is probably going to be part of it. But anyways, we move on. Now, this one here, it's apparently this match was set up by R-Truth for some reason. Now, will R-Truth actually become a member of Judgment Day? You know, is R-Truth even needed in this whole wrestling? I'd say maybe. R-Truth is a comedy support. He is a comedy relief. And we all need to laugh. No, but will R-Truth become a part of Judgment Day? I'd say the possibility is very good. Very good. Whether they like it or not, I think perhaps he's something that Judgment Day needs to go to the next level or something like that. I don't know. Regardless, I'm stuck in this R-Truth thing, but this is here. It's R-Truth gets a match between Finn Balor and Tommaso Ciampa of Do It Yourself. And heading to the ring there, it's Judgment Day has Damian Priest coming to follow, accompanying his ring. Finn Balor, I guess he's just Mr. Sneakers now, just sneakers in the ring. I guess it's easier to strap on a pair of boots. So yeah, and it's Tommaso Ciampa with Johnny Gargano at his side. This match was about 8 minutes long, and it, of course, Finn Balor has Damian Priest on the side, and Damian did try to help out as much as he could, as many distractions as he can, as many times he can distract Tommaso Ciampa, and Gargano just sat and watched until the second time Damian Priest got onto the ropes itself, onto the apron itself, and Gargano tried to do something. Him and Damian scuffle. Damian Priest almost gets Johnny Gargano into the razor's edge, the big old power bomb style, overhead power bomb. And then it's Johnny does a back escapes out of there, and Tommaso Ciampa jumps out there with a flying knee. Now this is where the end of the match comes in there. Tommaso Ciampa attempts to climb back into the ring there, and this is where so-called Finn Balor kicks the ropes, and ropes theoretically snaps onto Tommaso Ciampa's ball sack. Wacko! But clearly when Tommaso Ciampa's climbing into the ring, he's holding the ropes there. There's zero chance of his balls getting hit at all. Well, I mean, would it be funny if his balls actually got hit? Yes, it would be for me, but not for him. So with that done, Tommaso Ciampa steps back outside the ring there. Finn Balor goes for a suplex, a regular suplex. And then this is where it gets weird. The referee decides that he turns his back completely on the whole situation. Finn Balor goes for the suplex. Johnny Gargano grabs for their leg. So he's supposed to have grabbed the leg for the suplex to not work properly, apparently. So with the leg dropped, Tommaso Ciampa lands on top of, Finn Balor, and then with the roll up, 1, 2, 3, it's over. Johnny Gargano did not assist on the help at all. Really didn't do much of assist. It's just a weird ending of the match. Intentions, I suppose, were completely different to what actually happened, what was supposed to have happened. What, I don't know. This match was fun, to say the least. So Finn Balor, shocked that, of course, DIY, a tag team, a long-time tag team, long-time friends, now tag team again. I suppose they are going for tag team gold. And who carries it but Judgment Day's Finn Balor and Damian Priest. So that's another step forward to that goal. And then we go backstage. It's Jackie Redmond with a Becky Lynch. Mm-hmm. So they're talking about Becky on losing to Nia Jax. And Becky Lynch, since, Nia Jax didn't beat the holy hell out of Becky Lynch, put her in a hospital, broke her face, she considers us, because that's what Nia Jax said. If I hit you with my full force, you would be dead, practically. Not really dead, but you'd be really injured. Broken nose be darned. So anyway, she walked out of there, with the old fake blood around there, with the Shinsuke spit spray on her face that she put on herself. Because it wasn't real blood. Anyway, regardless of that, so she walked out on her own accord, and she considers that the moral victory. She got a moral victory, and this feud ain't over yet. So with that said, we go into the ring. It is the New Day's Kofi Kingston versus Imperium's Ludovic Kaiser. Now, last week, it was supposed to be a tag team match. Kofi Kingston drop kicks the holy hell out of Giovanni Vinci. And Giovanni Vinci is apparently maybe concussed. Who knows? Probably concussion. Now it's, I guess it's revenge time, maybe. It's one-on-one, no one at anybody's side. Kofi Kingston, just like last week, I think his luggage got lost in the mail, or he just doesn't care anymore. He's just wearing a pair of boxers and his sneakers and, his elbow knee pads. So, yep, that's it for Kofi. This match, however, was about 5.5 minutes. Actually, 8.5 minutes. So this was a barn burner. This was a good match. It was just wrestling. When the wrestling happened, it was good. It was good. A lot of back and forth. They took the fight outside the ring for a couple of times. Now, the second time they fought outside the ring there, Kofi Kingston with a massive top rope truss fall from top rope to outside of the ring, hitting Ludovic Kaiser. And they fight outside the ring there, and the referee's counting. And this is a very generous count, because this was 50 plus seconds, 50 plus actual seconds they fought outside the ring until the referee called the count out. It was Kofi Kingston who tried to slide back into the ring, but it was too late. He did not break the entire playing field and did not break the rope field. I guess you got to be all the way inside. Now, technically, Kofi Kingston did break the playing field. It did break the ropes, go inside there. So, if Kofi were to do a legitimate break of the count, he would have to go back outside. Go in and outside to break the count. So he just had enough time to break the count for himself. So this should have been a Kofi Kingston win due to count out. But it was a double count out. Referee is terrible, apparently. or I just don't know the rules properly. But anyways, I think Kofi Kingston broke the count before 10 really hit. He should escape, even though it was over 50 seconds or outside the ring legitimately. But yeah, double count out. And Kofi Kingston's inside the ring there. He's upset a bit there, and he takes out some Ludovic Kaiser. Match goes on. Not match goes on, but the feud continues. Ludovic Kaiser gets Tope seated in the ring there. And then Ludovic Kaiser, he's getting choked down on top of the ring apron. On the commentating table, I should say. And that's when Kaiser goes for the eyes. He's poking the eyes. And then Ludovic Kaiser gets back body dropped over top of the commentating table. These commentating tables, they don't break as easy as he used to. They're really solid these days. So he gets flying over to the commentating table. Kofi Kingston, just gets over his eye poke, and he goes and charges Ludovic Kaiser. Ludwig picks up one of the commentator chairs, and throws it into the face of Kofi Kingston. And that's not it. Ludovic Kaiser, all the officials come down there to try to help, but Ludovic Kaiser sets up Kofi Kingston on top of the ring steps. And he starts beating him up in the face. Referees break it up a little bit. Ludovic Kaiser gets separated. He starts, it looks like he's about to leave. And then he makes another run, makes another charge at Kofi Kingston. And then with one hell of a drop kicks Kofi Kingston's head in between his foot and the steel steps. Just like so. So Kofi Kingston, I suppose he's joining Xavier Woods on vacation. This is the wrestler's send-off, so Kofi Kingston, he's going to have some time off with the head injury. So now we go backstage, and it's with, of course, Jackie Redmond talking about why? And Ludwig Kaiser, he says, well, I am carrying the weight of the Imperium. And after all, it's a head for a head. So he just got revenge on Kofi. We're taking out Giovanni Vinci. So now with that, we go into the ring there with Michael Cole with in-ring interview with Nia Jax, and he's talked about, you shocked the world and dominated Becky Lynch and beat her in a ring last week. What are you going to do now? He didn't really say that, but she's saying, why is that so shocking? So, but it comes down to this. She's looking forward to the Royal Rumble on the women's side and looking to win that. And when she does, she is looking personally to take out, not Io Sky, no way. She wants Rhea Ripley. And Rhea Ripley finds herself into the ring there. She just had a championship match against Ivy Nile last week, her first one of the year. Anyways, they had a face-off there. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. So, yeah. So Rhea Ripley saying, you talk a big game, but you do not own this division, because Nia Jax was saying how she owns the division. Nia Jax is the most physically dominating female wrestler in the entire WWE right now. But however, Rhea Ripley is the most skilled in that ring. She's got all the skills that pays the bill. That's why she's a champ, because she deserves to be champ. She's legit. She is the real deal, that Rhea Ripley. So now with that, we go backstage there with, Jackie Redmond again, with Cody Rhodes on his future title shot, on his future match, in his main event match against Shinsuke Nakamura. So a little post-match or pre-match interview. And then before he can actually talk about Shinsuke Nakamura, Shinsuke attacks from behind. Jackie Redmond gets out of the way before she gets hurt. So this match now becomes a street fight main event. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Lots of fun. But as for now, we go into the ring with a tag team championship match. It's your reigning and defending champions, Katana Chance and Kaden Carter, team Teeny Weeny. They're tiny. They could be maybe I would say both combined together, they weigh about 200 pounds. Very, very small. Versus, of course, this is a rematch. Your former champion, Chelsea Green, with their partner, Piper Niven. And they're going for a rematch. And, of course, every team in the Raw division is watching, which is 4 other teams. It's Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, the team of Tegan Knox and Natalia. Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae, and Ivy Nile and her partner. Of course, it is Maxine Dupri. They're all watching, eagerly waiting what's going to happen with this. I'm not sure why, but they are. This match, like I say, this was about close to 10 minutes. Close to 10 minutes. This was pretty good. Now, they had a move here. Now, Katana Chance and Kaden Carter, they do a lot of tandem work. Now, here's one tandem work team that didn't really have to. I guess it's a setup, because I'm not sure. They had Chelsea Green. She was standing on the top rope. She had Kaden Carter sit on the second rope, so it looked like Chelsea Green was sitting on the shoulders of Kaden Carter. Katana Chanson climbs the entire mountain there, and then she throws herself right on top of Chelsea Green with a Hurricanrana off the top rope. So that looked huge, massive, because Katana Chance is so tiny. Oh, petite. So she got down there. Now, here's a move here. Now, it is regularly called the the Fame-Asser, made it famous. It's a leg lariat, which Michael Cole is now calling the Rough Rider. That's right. Maybe because Chelsea Green is married to that man who does the Rough Rider. Shame on you, Michael Cole. It's called a leg lariat. Keep it like that. If you're going to rename it, put Chelsea's name on it, The Chelsea-lizer. Anyways, they fight on. Piper Niven gets a blind tag in. Chelsea Green does the old lung blower, but she keeps, Kaden Carter on her legs. Then, Piper Niven goes for some sort of Santon elbow, squashing the whole team. It was pretty impressive. That could have ended it, but it is Katana Chance who comes and breaks up the pin. Now, Katana Chance got thrown outside the ring there. And this is where, yes, it's this ending sequence, which is really ridiculous. Now, it was Chelsea. She tagged herself in, right? And she puts down some Kaden Carter. And she gets Piper Niven to climb the ropes to do the Vader bomb. And then here's where it gets weird, because she's stepping over Katana Chance. Kaden Carter. Katana Chance pulls out her partner from the ring. And while doing that, she clips the legs of Chelsea Green. She takes a bump down there. And then it's Piper Niven going off the second rope with a Vader bomb onto Chelsea Green, her own tag team partner. Hilarious. And then it's, Katana Chance goes off top rope with a massive lung blower onto, Piper Niven. Piper Niven then gets the old finishing move, and it's the, the keg stand. So it's Katana Chance doing the massive splash off the shoulders, handstand on the shoulders of Kaden Carter. So not much height. So she gets a splash on there, and it is over. Retaining your championship gold is Team KC, Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. So after that, we go backstage with some of the Judgment Day. Actually, all of Judgment Day. And they're trying to get on the same page, and how that JD McDonough has to take care of The Miz. And, Damian Priest needs to get some, R-Truth problems. Anyways, they're just going to get on the same page, and So, up now, it's Miz versus Judgment Day's JD McDonough. Now, with JD McDonough, it's, Dominic Mysterio, Dirty Dom. Now, this match here. Then while they're fighting, we got ourselves an R-Truth. He decided to join ringside. He decided to join, Judgment Day ringside. Now, earlier on, R-Truth had this ridiculous montage about him, how he always wanted to join Judgment Day, even when he was born. Oh, it's so ridiculous, R-Truth. But it's funny, I suppose. I suppose it's supposed to be funny. So anyways, he joins Judgment Day, and they're like, what the heck are you doing here? They fight on. Miz, of course. Miz does an old school maneuver. This is classic Miz, of course. He rarely did this. He rarely does it, but he pulls out this one here. It's he gets you down. He throws you down with a knee to the back of the neck, and then he gives you the neck breaker. And that's a classic Miz move, and no one, noticed it. Not even Michael Cole, who's seen that move done years ago. Not this time though. No sirree, Bob. Anyways, moving on. Now, of course, the Dominic Mysterio. It's the Miz. Him and JD hit the rope a little bit. Miz knocks JD off. The referee turns his back completely on the whole situation, whole deal, and the Miz gets knocked in the back of the head by Dominic Mysterio. Now here we go. That didn't really do anything. It's just a cheat move that Dominic Mysterio did behind the ref's back, who was, interestingly, turned his back on there, which had no effect on the match at all. So, anyways, end of the match was this. The Miz goes for the patented Ric Flair figure four. JD McDonough, he's in pain, but he does manage to break the hold by getting a rope break, and he slides outside the ring there. He gets consoled by Dominic Mysterio. Only Dominic Mysterio. And then when JD was ready to go back in, he went back in the ring only to get skull-crushing finale by The Miz. So it is over! 1, 2, and a 3. This Miz match was a little bit under 12 minutes. So now we go backstage with Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest, and Finn Balor. And now it's time that Damian Priest do something officially to deal with the R-Truth problem. And that's probably to, invite him into the group. Eventually he will be part of the group. Anyway, so next up we got ourselves Seth freaking Rollins. In-ring promo. Talks about the Royal Rumble on the horizon and the road to WrestleMania. And he figures WrestleMania coming up that he's going into it as a champion. Assuming he's going to be champion by WrestleMania. So if he does make it to WrestleMania as champion, this will be the first time he's ever been to WrestleMania as champion. So, as for that, he wants to know who will be his next competitor for WrestleMania, apparently. So, one thing he also said was that he made the champion he currently holds, the heavyweight champion he currently holds, it was invented last year. So he made it from a title that never existed to the most important. And he's right. This is the most important right now. Even though it's got no history. It sucks. It sucks that it had to happen. It sucks that Roman Reigns made it happen that way. But anyways, he's looking for WrestleMania. Who's next for WrestleMania? And they're screaming CM Punk. And he's like, in his dreams. And with that said, it's Jinder Mahal's music comes. It's in... Yeah. And Jinder Mahal, he is completely delusional. He talks about the wrestling fans being degenerates. Like he's talked about the degenerate stance he's in there. Talking about everybody being degenerates. He's not talking about the savior, him being the unifier of America. Not today. Nope. Anyways, Jinder Mahal feels he's being disrespected by not being talked about at all. He's never there. So why should you tell me what aren't you with that, isn't he with the, in dust shear? Fat and fatter. So anyways, he feels disrespected because no one can see him. Nobody can see him. Me. And Seth Rollins like, maybe no one was looking at you because no one cares about you, stuff like that. So, Seth Rollins is shocked that he's actually there because last week it was The Rock who put him in his place, So he got up, scraped himself off. Now he's back in the ring again. And, of course, Jinder Mahal, he has to attack when Seth Rollins' back is turned. Now, I find it hilarious. Now, after the attack, Seth Rollins turns around and starts beating up Jinder Mahal. And before you know it, Jinder Mahal almost gets curb stomped by Seth freaking Rollins. But he escapes. Anyways, so this will be another time. So next up, we've got ourselves a match coming up. It is a Alpha Academy's Otis with Maxine and Tozawa. Nowhere is Chad Gabla in sight. Versus the Viking Raiders, Ivar, and the most curvaceous woman in Monday Night Raw. I call her she is the sexiest woman in Monday Night Raw. It's Valhalla with, Ivar in her corner. Now, this was the match of the night. It was a short match. It was a little bit over 3.5 minutes. But it's two meaty men slapping meat. Now, they had a movement here where Ivar goes for a springboard high cross body, and he is caught in midair by Otis, and World's Strongest slam down. But that didn't end the match, though. Now, they go fight on the ropes there. Ivar gets Otis with a power bomb. A power bomb. Now, this move here could have easily, if the ring was rigged, this could have easily taken apart the ring, collapsed it. And if they did the collapsing ring technique on this match here, it would have sold. People would have believed it. But anyways, match goes on. Otis turns things around again, and he goes for his dumb caterpillar. Otis just loves doing his dumb caterpillar, on everybody. Otis really should pick and choose he does a caterpillar on. His squash matches, caterpillar. His serious matches, leave the caterpillar behind. Leave it behind. Anyways, he hits a caterpillar onto Ivar. They fight on. Ivar, with a massive spinning heel kick onto Otis. And that was pretty much it. Ivar goes to the top rope. Valhalla, raises the roof, expecting the world's most crazy. It is the moonsault, the doomsault of Ivar. Massive top rope moonsault squashes the holy hell out of Otis, and that is it for the match. It is over. Otis loses, and Ivar with one hell of a win. They could have stretched this to 5 minutes at least. A couple more minutes on this match could have been fun. A little bit more offense, see what they can do, But they've improved the point. So now moving backstage, it is an interview, Jackie Redmond with Jey Uso. And what his plan going solo is 2024 is the first year he's going solo, and he wants gold. Now here's a funny thing. Jey Uso, his word is yeet, copyright permitted. And his shirt, clearly, to break the copyright rules, you can't read it. It's blurred out on purpose. You can only assume it's what it says is yeet. And he's walking around these copywritten laws for great. I'm not paying nobody nothing. But as long as people assume I say yeet, yeet's the word, baby. I wonder what he has to pay. To use it. Anyways, regardless, you can probably imagine this a lot. So with that said, he wants individual gold, and we got ourselves a Bronson Reed. Oh, you better not get in my way there, bud. No, it's true. Basically, that's what he said. Don't get in my way. Better not get in my... So, yeah. So, a little warning off the warning shot. Off the bow there. So, that should be good. Should be interesting, at least. So, we move on. And it is, oh my goodness. It's Shinsuke Nakamura in a street fight, main event street fight.
Wrestling
versus
one royal family.
More than one, baby. So this was going to be a regular fight, turned to a street fight. But first, the music, baby.
I got a rumbling in my bowels, and I think I'm gonna blow. There's a bathroom stall, I'm finally here. The toilet's there, I'm about to blow. I ate 5 tacos before the show. Shut the door and I sit down on the throne. Oh, whoa, I was never party trained. When I was younger, today, don't have to do lingerie. I told my mother that if he's here today, I would proudly say I would have told my father I'm a big boy now. Don't need no diapers now. Don't need to buy any more depends. I got my freedom.
That's right, okay. It's Cody Rhodes. We all know it's Cody Rhodes. So this match here was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. This was under 21 minutes. This was a barn burner or a knuckle duster, everything you can call it. But it was a lot of fun. They took the match inside the ring, outside the ring. Now remember, this is a street fight. Anything goes. No disqualifications. However, you must finish the match inside the ring. Now, of course, they had Cody Rhodes breaks out the kendo stick, starts doing some beaten downs of Shinsuke with the kendo stick. They take the fight outside again. They take the fight outside a couple times. This time here, it's Samantha Irving. She almost gets smashed. She almost gets smushed by Cody Rhodes getting thrown over into the, timekeeper's area where Samantha Irving sits when she's not making any calls. And she almost gets crushed by Cody Rhodes. Anyway, she gets out of harm's way. Shinsuke Nakamura breaks out the nunchakus. The nunchucks, baby. He tries to do some damage. But here we go. We got a situation here, a sequence where the timekeeper himself, he gets involved. He gets the COVID, the old, the Omicron spray right in the face. In your face. Omicron face, right? So yeah. And I'm pretty sure nobody came down to check out if he was okay. So eventually, they get inside the ring there. Cody Rhodes set up a table inside the ring, and he gets put through it. Shinsuke with the double knees, the Meteora through the table, through Cody Rhodes and the table. They fight more. Shinsuke, now this theoretically should have been the finisher. Shinsuke goes off the second rope and with what looks like a Kinshasa, hits Cody Rhodes with it. But it wasn't, I don't know, apparently it was just a regular knee strike. Didn't really matter. Cody Rhodes turns things around. He gets the old pedigree, onto Shinsuke. Not really that pretty. Shinsuke didn't take it well at all. But anyways, Cody Rhodes with the Cody Cutter, the perfect Cody Cutter, jumping off the ropes there, and whammo! Now, they start scuffling some more. Shinsuke tries to end up one more last chance to get Shinsuke did after he put Cody Rhodes through the table. He set up a table on himself inside the ring. So then, when Shinsuke Nakamura was going for the old second attempt going for a Kinshasa, Cody Rhodes, like a matador, hole, steps aside and throws Shinsuke Nakamura through the table he just set up minutes prior. After that, Cody Rhodes gets the old crossroads onto Shinsuke Nakamura, and a victory for Cody Rhodes. Victory for Cody Rhodes. That's right. And that's it for the match. Cody Rhodes with a big victory. Shinsuke Nakamura, maybe he's got to go to the Royal Rumble. If he wants to get a redemption, I suppose. Who knows? But yeah, Shinsuke loses. That sucks, I suppose. And that wraps up for this episode of Monday Night Raw. For this week, anyways. Now, for our podcast listener, stay tuned for after this short break. We'll be back with some NXT. But for our YouTube friend, that's it for this week. We'll see you again next week on The Wrestling Show. I've been Lip Hazlewood saying